welcome back to Three in the Key. My name is Grant, and I'm the host that truly thinks the Clippers franchise is cursed. Every year, I get my hopes up. We get great players, we're ready, and then we stink. At this time, I think we're the Charlotte Hornets now.
Added to the list of poverty franchises.
New stadium and everything, we still stink.
On the other side, the Lakers probably we're back.
We're back. What's going on, everybody? I'm Kaim, and I'm the host that thinks the Suns and the Rockets traded KD, and both teams got better. Both teams got better, bro. Win-win trade. The Suns last year couldn't even make the play-in. Now they're in there. Very unusual stuff going on because Houston looks good too. So I guess sometimes both teams make the right move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. All right, boys. We're a month and a half in the season. These teams are showing us who they really are. We're now seeing what the teams are capable of, who's good, who's bad. So let's talk a little bit about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's start with the good. Boys, who would have thunk it? No championship hungover. KC is them guys. 19-1, or I think 20-1 at this point.
Yeah.
The best point differential in the league. What do y'all boys think?
OKC, they're just walling out. I think we haven't, in this new era, ever since the league, in my opinion, kind of overreacted to Kevin Durant going to the Warriors. It's been a different champion every year. Literally, since the KD Warriors, there's been no repeat champions. I'm pretty sure Adam Silver is doing that joint by design. He loves parity. He loves every team has a chance. He loves all this other stuff. But I mean, this year is literally looking like the only thing that would stop the Thunder would be bad luck, would be injury luck or something like that. Now, you never know. Things happen in the playoffs, but 20-1, I mean, that's like the Michael Jordan Bulls or the Steph KD Warriors. And these boys don't seem to have that same level of talent. So I think the surprising part is that they're playing high-key like an all-time great team without all-time great unfair type talent. Bruh, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, or Steph, KD, Clay, Draymond. They're doing it with straight up depth and stars instead of legends. It's shout out their GM, bro. You talked about the Clippers at the beginning. The Thunder have the Clippers first round pick this year. So I mean, these boys might be good for years to come. These boys might be good for a little minute.
Yeah, I mean, people said that Sam Presti, he was goated, bro. He was collecting those first round picks. Actually, he's collecting any picks, like the Infinity Stones. So didn't care. He was like, "Yo, just give me that. Just give me that." And
Yeah, I'll take it.
Watch the magic happen.
Yeah,
and where we are now, and to the point that they've done this 18, 19 games in, and without J-Dub, it's crazy. He's back now, but he's still getting into the flow of things, and they're still winning.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't look elite yet, and they're still winning. And so I was a hater. I started watching them a bit more closely. They do remind they're just a well-oiled machine. I don't know how to explain it. They're like the Spurs, except better bench talent. I don't know. Like you said, it's without legends, but eventually these superstars become legends. So if Shea keeps doing this, 20 years from now, we're gonna be talking about remember the 25, 26 OKC Thunder, it's gonna be like that. So it's just crazy to see.
Mm-hmm. I think what's crazy is the only game they did lose, Jet didn't play that game, and they lost by 3 points or 2 points. And then I think they're just doing it on the defensive end. Of course they'll hit their shots, but that is an all-time great defensive team. So as a team to beat them, you have to play perfect, and they don't have to play perfect. And that's how good teams go, where they can play an okay game, but they'll lock you up defensively. And so right now, bro, the only weakness they have is the second apron. That's the only weakness I see. It's the CBA. So, and that won't affect them for another 2-3 years. So it's really interesting to watch. And I feel like even though their record is good, I feel like the hype train hasn't really been there. I don't go out of my way to watch Thunder games like I did in 2016 when I was watching Steph Curry and the Warriors.
Yeah.
It's like, Warriors play tonight, we're turning that on. Thunder's like, Thunder play tonight, okay, they're going to win. I think, I don't know how they can build up more hype as well. Because like you said, Adam Silver is probably pulling the strings in the background like a puppet. But I I think I want more excitement out of that team. I want more. There needs to be something to pull me together, pull me more than SGA shooting 20 free throws and getting 30 every night.
Dang.
You
Dang,
know,
crazy.
just the business aspect.
Yeah.
That's how it felt to be like the San Antonio Spurs when they're good. They play elite basketball.
Business.
Nobody wants to watch because
Yeah, business like, bro.
business.
Tim Duncan.
Like, is that the problem? Like, I like to watch Thunder games, but to your point, Grant, with the Warriors, they had Steph and Clay shooting from like 40 feet out. So like as a real shot,
It was different.
Yeah, it was different. And so it's not that I don't like to watch the Thunder, but if they're beating on teams and there's other closely like it's like they're probably gonna win, or if they play a good team, like you'll watch. But if they play a bad team, you kind of like don't really care. So I think it's like that right now. Like if they play a good team, if they play like a top 5 seed, like if they play like the Pistons or the Lakers or something, or like the Nuggets, Rockets, I'll probably watch those. But like
Yep.
yeah, like, everybody else, I don't. I'm not
Bro,
gonna watch the Hornets. I'm sorry.
everybody, it almost seems to not really matter who plays for the Thunder. And I mean, going back to last year, Chet missed like 50 games and they were still the 1 seed by they had like a 10-game lead on Houston as the 2 seed. And like you said, Grant, the hype train wasn't there. Now they've obviously won the championship. And like you said, Jay, I mean, they played 19 of their 21 games without Jalen Williams. Their third leading scorer after Shea and Chet has been AJ Mitchell, who wasn't even like getting serious minutes on last year's team. So like they have a well-oiled machine. And obviously, I feel like on the offensive end, especially because they have the best defensive rating in the league by a minute, but they're just outside the top 5 on offense. So, I mean, they're still great in terms of the whole league, but they're not like historic offensively. So I do think they need Shea. Like most teams can't sustain an injury to their best player. But I think besides Shea, the Thunder might be best equipped to sustain an injury to their second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth best players of anybody in the league. Like they could lose Chet or lose Hardenstein or lose J-Dub or lose one of these guys, Caruso, and fill in. They can fill in for that guy off the bench. So it just lets you know how important depth is. And then I think Shea has even taken a step forward because Shea's field goal percentage, like Shea's shooting dang near 50, 40, 90. The only reason he's not 50, 40, 90 is actually, surprisingly, the free throws. And he's almost there. He's shooting like 89% from free throws, so he's just technically not there. But, bro, field goal percentage, 55%. That's insane. That's like,
Yeah, guards aren't supposed to do that.
yeah, that's like prime Bron type numbers. Like 55%, 40% from 3, so you can't leave him open as much anymore. Offensively, it runs through him. He's unstoppable. And then defensively, it's almost like in order to play for the Thunder, I don't know why other teams, like, it seems way simpler than I guess it is, but their philosophy is, bruh, you have to be able to play offense and defense. They say, yo, if you want to play for the Thunder, you have to play offense and defense. Now that I've actually seen them do it, I'm sure other teams will start to be like, dang, why don't we try this method? Why don't we try the method where, we don't get players that can't knock down the open shot, or we don't get players who don't compete? Like, it seems so simple, Brad, but they have just collected every single player that plays hard, plays offense, plays defense, and they're young enough to do it every single night.
Mm-hmm. It's weird to say this, but I feel like the league has always been so focused on star power and star talent, and the Thunder said, "Yo, we don't need that. We got a star." Chet, like, would you consider Chet a superstar? No, star maybe.
Yeah,
Jalen Williams, star.
on the line.
Shai's the only superstar.
Yeah,
I think they're just like,
And even him,
right.
he doesn't talk enough shit to be loved by the league. And
you can't be the face of the league
Yeah,
being mature.
yeah, sorry, him and Jokic, they're too serious. Like they're good, but they're too serious.
And I think that might be the issue with the ratings and people not wanting to watch it. It's because it's too serious. Like, it's genuinely just a business.
People would rather watch
personality.
Drop 30 and lose, but he'll talk his stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro, I tap on those Timberwolves games when I see the highlights. Like, I'm like, oh, that's what's the Timberwolves. But I think I just want to know how they are so good at developing talent. Like, and I know it's the Thunder. I know like the market's small. They don't have to like rush to develop talent. But why a team like the Lakers, the Knicks, the Celtics, like why can a bigger market team not get developmental talent? Why can't they develop people?
Oh, they're just not made.
Why don't we give us why don't we
Like,
give them the time?
I was gonna say that's the real reason. If you're a major market and you're a historically winning franchise, bro. Every year you don't win the championship is a bad
Yeah.
year. Like
Yeah.
that's how we're. If the Lakers didn't go out and get Luca, this
Yeah.
would be a bad year. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
playoffs or not, it's a bad year. Some teams like the Thunder they can slowly build. Like he got all those draft. Most of that team is drafted. Most of that team is drafted or like
Yeah.
acquired when they were like young.
Non-stars.
Yeah, like non-stars.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And I think also I mean, this is specifically the Lakers, this isn't, but I do think it applies to the whole league. I think these basketball decision makers get caught up sometimes being like fans, bro, and putting significantly more value on offense and significantly less value on defense, bro. So like, for example, I mean, brother, the Lakers they develop talent, but like the first point is what Jay said, they rush out. So I mean, they've had Josh Hart, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, like Lonzo Ball, like all these different players, but they trade them out. Yeah. D'Lo, like they trade him out because it's a rush from the fan base. But the second point is, like even their guy now, Austin Reeves, like Austin Reeves is averaging 28 and he was undrafted. That's a huge win. But at the same time, it's like they saw offensive talent and they got the offensive talent right. I think what the Thunder are doing is like they're starting with a darn near with a defensive base. They're like, we have our offensive guy. We're starting with a defensive base, and then hopefully you can build up your skills, bro. Like Lou Dort, I feel like I remember Lou Dort like 3 or 4 years ago being a leave him open guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, and now you can't leave them open. So it's insane, man. It's insane. I also think that just this is more simple too, but them a part of them being so good is the fact that they actually can play. It's not hurting them to play 2 7-footers at the same time because Chet is so versatile on defense and can hit an open shot. Bro, I think like size does matter, bro. And in hoops, it's hard. It's hard when the help defender that you got two different help defenders on the court that might be 7 feet, might block it. Like, come on, bro. There's nothing. Sometimes there's nothing you can do, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy. And I think the most important thing to note is that their coach, like Mark Daigneault, he
Yeah.
spent 5 seasons with the G League affiliate. Like
I didn't even know that.
he was made to develop players, and then they they literally built every part of their roster from like brick by brick. Like they got their coach from the G. That's insane.
I
People
didn't
don't
even
get that.
know that, bro. So that man has been used to like his job was to get people ready to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
So he
Yes,
probably has a whole different style of practice than like
Mhm.
most coaches.
yeah, because most coaches are just like former players that get hired,
Mm,
or they were
Wow.
they coached under like a really good coach.
I genuinely
dang.
just don't know why we can't tell the Lakers, yo, what if we're bad for 3 seasons? But after that third season, we'll have homegrown talent on a team that can compete. We won't have to worry about getting superstars. It's like, yo, give us every 5 years, give us 3 seasons. 8-year timeline. 3 years we're bad, 5 years we're good. But we're impatient.
Yeah,
We're
it's the
impatient.
impact, bro. OKC can afford to actually be bad for 3 seasons, and like the NBA as a whole is not gonna care, bruh. But the Lakers, like the Celtics, even the Knicks, even though they have been iffy, like it's just a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure.
Mhm. I mean, but those Lonzo Ball years, those Brandon Ingram years, they were bad. Those
Bro,
3, 4, 5 years, it was bad. So
bro, that's because they had no
they have
money,
time.
bro. They had no money, bro. They had to respectfully. They held on. They let Kobe play too much for too long. That stunted those guys. Those guys could have grew a little faster. I'm just saying
I,
they did learn a lot under him, but
yeah,
it stunted their growth.
yeah, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think that's why like this is like LeBron's in a contract year right now because I think they're like, bro, you can keep playing if you want. Like I'm sure they're not gonna refuse to have him on the team, but I think they're like, we don't know. We can give you 60 M's a year though. Bro. Like there's a salary cap, so I'm actually slightly intrigued. Lakers propaganda wise, at the end of the year, the Lakers would be like, all right, bro, here's $21 million a year, $1 million contract, which of course for the average man is great money, but for LeBron, he's probably gonna be like, what?
Yeah,
I'm max. I'm a max guy. I think that might be some drama at the end of the year if he doesn't just choose to retire. So because I think they're trying to learn from that. Especially now they got Luka coming in.
Yeah, yeah. I think they'll just do a year-to-year joint. Hopefully,
Yeah.
pay him maybe 30. Go year-to-year.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the good. That's the good of the NBA. And let's talk about the bad.
Yep.
Jeez,
Yeah.
the bad, man.
Jeez.
The Sacramento Kings, a franchise truly rooted in turmoil, mediocrity,
Yeah.
just sadness. One playoff appearance in like 10, 15 years. They reassembled the Chicago Bulls from 2017, 2018. They're still sorry. Zach LaVine's body language is bad. DeMar
Oh
DeRozan's
yeah, I
old.
have been seeing that.
Can't play defense. Can't play offense. Nothing going for them. I don't even know what the future looks like. Do they have draft picks? Maybe. Doesn't matter. They're still going to be bad. What do y'all boys think about the Sacramento Kings?
I just don't understand what they're doing. They lit the beam one season, and bro, like, how much did that beam cost? Like, they're never gonna be able to light that joint again. Like, oh my gosh, like I don't understand. Yeah, like Grant said, they reassembled the Chicago Bulls, but the older version, they went out and got Russell Westbrook. I mean, that's cool. I would go see Russell Westbrook, but he either drops a triple double or he's the worst player you ever seen. Sabonis is injured and he's stuck in like purgatory. Does he not have a say in this? Like, I guess he's not, bro. Like, I guess he's a star, not a superstar, because
Yeah.
like, he must not have a say. If I'm him, I'm like, why are you bringing in two guys that are older and all they can do is score? And honestly, if we need a scoring, they come off the bench. And then you bring in Russell Westbrook. I don't know what he can bring to the table at this point in his career. Like I said, it's very inconsistent. You don't know what's going to happen, and I'm just supposed to sit here and take this. Like, bro, like it's crazy. Like I've never seen anything like it.
I've never seen anything like it. It's weird. It's weird because I mean they're cooked because Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan are like regressing a little. They can still score. Like Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan at their prime are like 27, 28, 29 point per game guys. Sat on losing teams for sure, but like they can really get out there and get it. And now this year, you know, Zach LaVine's at 21 points a game. DeMar DeRozan's at 18 points a game. It's just not going to cut it for the way that they constructed their roster. Like, that's unacceptable.
Those are your two best players. Those
Yeah.
are your two stars.
That's
No,
not
Less
sorry.
than 25. You can't do that.
I disagree because I think the Kings are in a situation where they're also stunting the growth of their young players. Keegan Murray, I'm not
Yeah.
saying Keegan Murray is going to be the greatest thing ever, but bro, like let him play. We've seen what these guys can do at this point in their career. Why are they getting so many touches? They can't do anything for you.
okay. Yeah.
Man, I remember a time when Keegan Murray was a promising rookie. They're like, Keegan Murray.
Yeah, bro, what happened?
Best 3-point shooting rookie in the class.
I mean, bro,
Nothing about him.
when we said we were talking about the Kings, I was very surprised. I mean, Keegan Murray hasn't played a lot this year because of injury, but in the games he's played, he's actually averaged the most shots on the team. So, I mean, they're giving him touches. His field goal percentage is just low. So, he still was averaging less than Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, but, you know, he's taking 15 shots a game. He's just clanking everything. The one thing I do like is that DeMar DeRozan and Russell Westbrook have seemed to like work on their 3-point a little bit. So they just have a very mismatched roster, like I said, between young and old. They have a roster where it doesn't seem like they're purposefully trying to tank, but
They're not necessarily trying to win either.
yeah. And you do have to choose one at a certain point. You have to choose one because also it's not like you said Kobe before. It's not like they have some guy that they're trying to be loyal to because he carried the franchise for the last 20 years. No, this is just literally management's decision. This is what they want to do. They had a 3C playoff team and they just destroyed it for voluntarily. They just voluntarily destroyed their own team.
Hey,
It's not normal.
Hey, bro, I'm looking at their point differential. They're down 11 points per game. Like,
Yeah.
compared to every other team, that's bad. That's the worst in the West. That's the worst. That's worse than the Hornets. Not the Hornets, the Pelicans. It's worse. Definitely worse than the Clippers. It's just all out bad over there.
Them and the Wizards, who are obviously horrible, are the only team that's bottom 5 in offensive rating and defensive rating. Like, it's just or maybe the Pels too. Yeah, the Pels sneak in there. Yeah, the Pels as well.
And
so it's weird. This year, the bad teams are just bad on both ends.
You know it's bad? When you lose to another team that sucks by like 20 points. They lost to the Clippers by 20, bro. Come on now. You lose to a team with the same record as you by 20. Come on now.
Yeah, bro. I mean, they're minus 10.4 every 100 possessions. That's never so. Like every 100 possessions they play, they're losing by 10. Like that's not normal. The Wizards are horrible at a minus 15, but then the Nets and the Pelicans are who the Kings are in there with that minus 10.4. they got to get better, bro. And they have talent. So I'm sure that in some ways the Kings, too, are scratching their head like, what do we do?
They need to get better.
All right, so quickly, what do they do? What are our next steps here? What do they do?
Let's fix.
Yeah. Let's fix the Kings right now. We're the GM.
Well, I think I'll start with I'm looking at DeMar and Zach. Bro, Zach is still only 30. Zach has time. Why is he resting so much?
Yeah, but Zach got injured, and I feel like ever since he got injured, he hasn't been regressing like at a crazy rate. But ever since he got injured, the second bad one, he's been regressing. And so I think, to Kaim's point, like a few weeks ago, you don't have to play these guys just because they're under contract, and that's where all your money's going.
Yeah, that's sunk cost.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. Like, I think it's good to have them there as like, yeah, the vet presence. They can teach the next generation, but you don't have to give them 30 plus minutes per game. You really don't, especially when you're not winning. It's not doing anything for anyone. Now, if the whole team's injured and your best player is Sabonis is injured, all right, fair enough, fair point. But you don't have to. You don't have to do this.
Yeah. You got to see if the end guys get you. I mean, they do have their own draft pick. A lot of teams are kind of in a terrible position, like the Clips. Like if they lose, it's over with. But the Kings have their own draft pick for the next few years. And when they traded what's that man's name? De'Aaron Fox, they got a couple of picks going forward into the future. So, they have a chance to do better. I mean, my joint's about to be actually slightly deeper. I think they need to it has to be top down, bro. At minimum, you got to fire the GM. At maximum, you got to sell the team, man. Because, bro, this has been long-term lack of success, bro. After a long-term lack of success, like literally since the early 2000s, they have been unsuccessful, except for that 1 year. At a certain point, it's like business cycles, bruh. There's the recession, but then there's the boom. It's like it goes up and down. I understand that, but you can't be down for 2 decades. At that point, you have to look in the mirror, bruh. You can't be down from 2006 to 2026. So I actually kind of feel bad for them because, I mean, they keep trading with the Bulls, bruh. Also, stop trading with the Bulls. Yeah, bruh. Bro, the Bulls don't really know what they're doing either, but I just don't understand why they want to be like the Bulls so bad. The Bulls are in purgatory. The Bulls are the other team that's in purgatory consistently.
Oh, yeah, bro, that's their twin. Yeah, I think there might be some backdoor deals with ownership. Like maybe they play a card game. They're like, all right, if you win this hand, we'll give you because the trades don't make sense. I mean, they don't make sense.
Yo, you lose his hand, you gotta accept this trade.
It's like on 2K when you lose 4 straight. That's what the Bulls are doing to them.
Honestly, I agree with you, Kaim, because you're right. When a team's bad for so long, it's the management. But no one wants to admit that. GM
no one wants to admit.
The owner of the team doesn't want to say that it's them too. It's them too. But I'm looking at the depth chart right now, bro. It's on the defensive end. The starting lineup: Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, and Drew Eubanks. Who's playing defense?
Oh, that's how you. Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You have 3 guys in their 30s
that old,
that are old, and honestly, 2 of them were never known for playing defense.
Drew
Eubanks is a starter.
Hey, bro.
Come on, bro.
I look at the second team. Dennis Schroeder, Malik Monk versus Jua. Who's playing defense?
Okay.
Maybe Precious.
I would say Malik Monk was.
So they're a more offensive oriented team, and then their best 2 players. Exactly, their best 2 players aren't scoring. So I mean, this is definitely propaganda because it keeps coming back. It would be like on the Lakers if Luka and Austin were averaging 20 apiece. Then of course they're gonna lose every game, bro, because they're not doing it on the defensive end. The Kings, the way they're constructed, actually need their offense to be right. They need it. I like Sabonis, actually. I think he's a good player. Obviously, he's been in and out with injury, but yeah, it's tough. They got to turn around on the offensive end somehow. I mean, Russell Westbrook had a vintage game, didn't he, 2-3 games ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a vintage game, so maybe he'll have a good. He seems to be comfortable there, but Russ at this point in his career, inconsistent player.
He had a triple-double and then shot 1 for 10 the next game. Like, this is what I'm talking about.
Also, just a question, bro. Why does Doug McDermott still have a roster spot? Why?
Hey, Brad,
Doug
McDermott's a bench guy.
Doug McDermott and the big 2025. Yeah, I'm
It's
sorry.
crazy.
Nah, Doug McDermott's a good player. Let me tell you why, man.
Alright.
It's because let me look up this percentage before I make something up,
Looking
but
up
I'm pretty sure.
for
Yeah,
he's
it's because Doug McDermott shoots 67% from three.
What?
Yeah, I'm actually dead serious. In this season, he's shooting 67% from three. That's
all
why they're like, all right, bro, we'll give you a bench spot.
Bruh,
right.
bro's played
All right,
one
bro.
game. He's played one game.
Hey, yo, they don't tell you all that. But now that I look into it, you're right. One game, 8 minutes, 2 for 3 on the whole season.
And that was probably garbage time. That was Garbanzo.
It's just funny because the rest is 0-0-0. I was like, oh, this must have been one game for like 5.
Alright. Well, that's the bad. Now
Yeah.
let's move on into the confusing, brothers. The confusing is we're talking about the Portland Trailblazers. Are they good? Are they not good? Will Chauncey Billups beat the case? Probably not. But I feel like the Trailblazers started off really good this season.
Yeah.
But now that I look at the record, they're kind of right where we thought they would be in that 10 seed fighting for a playing spot.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel like for some reason they're a tough team to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like they play all the good teams tough. So what do you guys think about the Blazers and what's next from here?
I think they're a good team. I
Yeah.
actually think they're a good team. I think part of the reason is Drew Holiday is a known winner. Drew Holiday's a known winner, and I think when he went out, that's when they started sliding. I also think that Thiago Splitter is a better coach than Chauncey Billups.
Dang. Like,
Mm.
not just because of the criminal charges.
It has nothing to do with the morality, but Thiago Splitter, like, I think this guy came up through the Spanish league, went to the Spurs, played under Pop. He's team oriented. He's definitely a you have to play both sides of the ball type of guy.
Yeah.
And even though he was thrust into that position, I actually think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, bro. I mean, they remind me defensively. They don't have that one superstar to take them over the top offensively in the same way. But defensively, when I watch them, they actually are the closest team just by watching. I'm pretty sure, not in the stats, that remind me of the Thunder on defense, bro. Because, I mean, everybody they play, I mean, they're picking up full court. They're trapping. They play a very aggressive style of defense. Most of their lineup is just like athletes that will compete on the defensive ends. I think that's why sometimes they play the team so tough. I mean, they're the 20-1. They're the one on the Oklahoma City Thunder's record. So I think it's just tough to go against them because they're gonna wear you down all night. Oh nah, somebody playing some Big Ben music. I respect it,
No,
bro.
it's a train. It's a train.
Oh no, I respect that. I respect that. So I mean, I think their superstar skill is actually their athleticism, bro. They're built like everybody is an athlete. They're jumping out the gym. They're throwing alley oops. They're playing defense. They're picking up full court, and so they just look good. They honestly look kind of fun to watch, and it's not gonna probably happen. Like they're not gonna be a good team this year because they just aren't consistent enough offensively. But if they get their best players, Shaden Sharp, I'd be all those players to just be a little bit more efficient. So instead of shooting 43 or 44, 45%, like bump it up to 47, 48, 49, maybe even 50, so that their offense can kind of catch up with their defense. I think they can be a solid team in years to come. I think they're actually doing a solid. It's taking a while, but like a solid long-term rebuild.
But I didn't know Denny was like that. I've been like
Yeah.
watching. I watched one of the games. I was like, yo, what the heck?
Yeah,
So he's kind of like that.
he's giving you 26 a night, bro.
Reminds me of
Yeah, he just came out of nowhere.
yeah. Well, no, AR. There's always flashes. It's just because I never watched the Trailblazers, so maybe that's my fault. But after Lillard left, I wasn't watching the Trailblazers. But yeah, I didn't. He kind of
No.
made him. But he was a lottery pick, so I guess that's fair.
Yeah, bro, he's giving you 26 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. That's outstanding. That's outstanding from your best player. Shout out him, Denny Avia. I mean, he's probably gonna be like right outside All-Star voting this year.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was hooping like this.
Yeah.
Dang, that was great. Right. Jay made a good point about Denny Avia just taking a step forward. This man's taking a step. Hey, bro, he's 24. He's 24. So I mean, he doesn't have to be done. But I think I mean, weirdly enough, I think Didi Avia might be most improved player right now
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, I think it's Ryan Rollins on the.
on the Bucks. Yeah, he's hooping as well. He's hooping out. He's hooping as well.
Yeah, I don't want to throw Austin Reeves in that combo.
No, they're not.
He could be in the combo because I mean he is giving you 28. Man. That's not normal.
28 behind Luca. I mean, behind
Yeah,
Ryan
MVP
Luka,
candidate.
yeah, but I still think it's probably going to be that boy Ryan Rollins. That's a real most improved stat line. I can see it now.
Yeah, let's see if you can keep it going.
Yeah,
bro.
like,
What do you think separates players like that? Like all these players. I mean, we can argue about which one we think he's doing it best right now, but like Austin Reeves, Ryan Rollins, Denny Avia. I mean, these boys are taking 5 to 10 to like 15 point per game jumps in one season. What's the difference in Denny Avia and like Shaden Sharp, who Shaden Sharp is getting better too, but he's not jumping up 12 points a game like Denny Avia is. Is it luck? Is it God given? Do y'all think there's something that certain players are doing over the summer that's actually like we're gonna get way better this summer? I was averaging 20 last summer. I'm about to average 29.
I think there's a few things, and actually, surprisingly, one big thing I think is bro, it's the stuff we don't see. It's the practice as well. They're in practice, probably busting people's ass, and then the coach is like, "Okay, you can get more minutes, you can get more shots." Like, because shots are bland. They're like, Danny, you're taking 15 shots like a game. Like before, he was probably only taking seven.
Yeah, that's true.
They're giving him more shots, and Denny got better, and Shaden maybe didn't get better as much. So he has the ability to put up less shots, the ability to score less.
I think
Opportunity.
a lot better. But yeah, opportunity does matter because remember how Norman Powell last year, people thought he came out of nowhere. He low-key always just played behind some superstars, so he just couldn't shoot the ball as much.
Yeah, you're right.
It could always be stuff like that, or like people do put in the work. I think Shaden Sharp actually got a lot better. They were calling him like doo-doo garbage when he first came out.
No, he's a good player now. Yeah, that's why I felt bad using him as the example. I was just looking at their roster because he has gotten. I mean, he's giving you 21. He's gotten better, bro. It's a difference because Avia went from last year. Like last year, he's averaging 16.9 points. This year, he's averaging 25.8. I'm like, that's a crazy jump.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. And Shaden Sharp didn't quite make a jump like that, but he got better, bro. Because before he was just an athlete. Now he's like an athlete that's also a basketball player.
They're a small market team, so they have time to develop their players for real.
They do.
Yep.
They do.
The Blazers are content with where they are right now. They're like 10 seed. We're looking a little bit better.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty solid. I think the problem is when teams like that are like, oh man, we're the 10th seed. We should be like at least 6. You're right where you're supposed to be. And then they like fire the coach or something, and then that like delays it again.
Yeah.
I hate when teams do that.
Bro, unless your coach is god awful, and even if it is, I feel like you got to go 2 to 3 years, bro. Those teams that just be firing their coach after 1-2 bad seasons, like, bro, it takes a second. Like, you gotta let the team grow, bro. I wonder how many years Dagnall's been with the Thunder. I don't think he just got there last year.
Like 10 total, including the G.
He was there before he was the head coach.
Yeah,
because I mean like the G League when he was the coach of the G League. So he's been around for a long time.
Yeah,
he's been coaching OKC. This is his 7th season coaching OKC.
7 seasons as head coach.
As head coach, bro.
Yeah.
No, right. 6. My bad. I tweaked. 6th season as head coach. He started in 2020, 2021.
Yeah, he's been that plus the G League. He's been around for like 10 years.
Yeah, bro. So and they just consistently got better. Bro. Yeah, it's insane because now when I look back at their team history, I didn't even remember this. It says they were number 1 seed in 2023, 2024 as well. They just lost in the playoffs to the Mavericks.
Yeah.
So that means if they hold this year, which is a big if, we're only a fourth of the way through, but they'll be the 1 seed 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I remember they went to 7 with the Mavericks, I think.
Dang.
And the Mavericks unfortunately had Luka.
Yeah, they had prime Luka, so I mean,
and Kyrie.
Yeah. So they got mushed. Wow. So the Thunder have gotten better, bro, because when he took over, they were the 5 seed his first year, 5 seed his second year, 3 seed his third year, and then ever since then they've been the 1 seed. one seed, and the championship, and now this year they're back to the 1 seed. So
give it time.
just gotta give it time, bro. Let the man get 3 or 4 seasons. Put his system in, and then after he gets his 3 or 4 seasons, if he's a scrub, you move on. But
3 or 4 seasons, get the personnel. It's the personnel.
Yeah, you can't give them trash and expect them to be the 3 seed.
Yeah, like, bruh, especially in basketball where 1 or 2 players make such a big difference. Like, if you have 1 or 2 scrubs on the court, it's hard, bruh, because they're turning the ball over. They're getting scored. I'm serious. I'm actually being serious. Like, 1 or 2 stars or 1 or 2 scrubs change. Like the question we asked last time, we're joking around, but if it's KD, Steph, Clay, and Draymond, how good of a coach do you have to be, bruh? Like, genuinely, a league average coach would probably win the championship. Honestly, probably one of the bottom 10 coaches in the league would probably still win a championship.
Bottom 10, I think. Okay, honestly, Eddie and Steph. Yeah.
So you got to give them the players. They just want to change. So we're quick to change things, bruh. I think the most successful franchises stick with their guys. Like, the Spurs got bad, and they still said we're still gonna just stick with Popovich because, like, we have a bad team. So I mean, what are we gonna like? What is some other guy gonna come in here and do? Make magic?
Unfortunately, the Clippers are trying to do that, but they still just stink.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're actually giving their guy some year.
They're like, let's try to stick with Ty Lue, but it's the personnel too. They needed a personnel too.
Bro, they need 82 game guys, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the Bucks they could move on from Doc Rivers, I think.
Yo, you just hate Doc Rivers, bro. You've been hating Doc Rivers ever since we started this.
I'm not. It's actually this time. It's not completely his fault. He doesn't help. I don't think he helps the situation.
Bad Doc Rivers.
All right, boys. That wraps up this episode 3 in the key. The good, the bad, the confusing.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait to see y'all for next episode. Peace out.